My name is Vicky Zamorano. I would like to go ahead and take the time to thank you all for coming out tonight and for having me here. So to kick off the night, I would like to go ahead and ask the audience a quick question. Who here is interested in getting well by using the same meds but saving money at the same time? We know that if you save 10, you get 10 back. If you go to the drugstore and you save $10, you can use those $10 to purchase other necessary items. The idea tonight is to acknowledge the equivalence that generic and name brand items share, and what we are all looking for is to save money. As a result of this presentation, I challenge you to visit a drugstore. Go and purchase a name brand item, but before you do so, look to the sides and compare your generic items. Turn over to the active ingredients and read for yourself the similarities both of these items share. I'm here to help you. I'm here to bring knowledge into you and to let you become aware that these meds are quite similar. Today I will be covering 3 main keys, which consist of generic drug facts, the transparent differences that generic and name brand items share, and how generic drugs are beneficiary to us. Alright, so the facts of generic drugs. What we all must know is that generic drugs go through the same FDA approval as name brand drugs. Another very important point is that pharmacies actually refill generic drugs. Some pharmacies do, unless a physician says otherwise. And most importantly to us in these hard times is that you can save up to 85%. Secondly, transparent differences. Generic drugs may come in different size, shape, and color, but it does not affect the outcome of the drug. Secondly, after a name brand drug has reached its copyright life, it is then eligible to be put into a pot of generic drugs. So you figure you have generic drugs in a pot, and then you're throwing a name brand item and you stir it. You may, let's say, pick out of a hat. So you're picking out of a pot, so you don't know as a consumer if you're going to be choosing a generic or a name brand item. And that is an example of the credibility that generic drugs have. On a side note, both of these items and drugs share inactive and active ingredients. The inactive ingredients may differ, and once you make the change from name brand to generic drugs, you will know if you were to experience any side effect, and we suggest that you contact your physician. How are these drugs beneficiary to us? Again, you save 85%. And a nonprofit survey says that consumers, us, employers, and taxpayers can save $880 million. Does anybody know how we can save that much money?
But how?
Increasing the use of generic drugs. I have a quick visual aid I would like to show you all tonight. Here I have a name brand cortisone, which is used for eczema, itchy, dry skin, and then I have the generic brand. I'm going to go ahead and pop these open for you. And if you can come closer. If you can see that the name brand item, it's actually a white color, and the generic is more of a clear color. As mentioned in the PowerPoint, it can differ in color, shape, and size. So my sister Jessica here, she actually suffers of eczema. I'm going to go ahead and tab a little on her hand. I'm going to see your other hand. This is the generic. And I will rub to see what the outcome is of both items. Okay, so as we can see, they both have like an oily texture to her hand. The cracking and the dry skin has disappeared due to the cream. So as a review, I want to go ahead and go over that I did cover 3 main points today, which consisted of the quick facts of generic drugs, the transparent differences these drugs share, and how the drugs are beneficiary to us. I would like to go ahead and leave you with this. Studies have shown that individuals purchase name brand items to show their wealth. So my question to you is, if you were to go to the drugstore and you find a name brand item, which this costs about $10, compared to a generic item, which is $4, way more than 50% off, would you keep in mind wealth or saving money? Do you have any questions? No? Okay. Well, I have my references here, and I'm going to go ahead and pass around these creams so you can take a look at the active and inactive ingredients. Thank you.